and typical New England childhood with had to have my tonsils removed. I was sick all the time. I had psoriasis, so they used to coat my arms with this black tar stuff and make me wear long sleeves to school, which made me feel like a pariah. And I missed a lot of different events because I guess around holidays you eat more cream and rich foods, and consequently I would get very sick. I'd get sinus infections and headaches and just be down and out for 4 or 5 days. I think I should add that my mother died at 40 from heart disease. My father died at 36 from some, I think, colon issues. And my grandmother had leukemia, so I was orphaned at an early age. When I was in my 40s, I had a friend who kept bugging me about, we'd go out to dinner like once a month, and he'd say, don't eat dairy, don't eat butter, don't eat this and that. And I'm saying, I don't eat very much of it. I, really try to watch my diet. But he convinced me when Dr. McDougall came out with his new book with the apple on the front to read it. So I did. Spent a week trying to eat vegan, which was a challenge because I think I ordered a pizza, which ended up being like a piece of cardboard with a couple of vegetables on it because I had no cheese on it, and they didn't understand that at that time. And but I came back feeling so good. I thought, wow, this is good. I'm going to do this for another week. By the end of the month, I found myself being able to sleep flat on the bed for the first time in years. I always had to have 4 or 5 pillows so I could breathe when I was going to bed. I was able to sleep flat. My headaches went away, fibroids went away, my carpal tunnel went away. My skin rashes went away, and I thought, wow, this is amazing. Well, what kept me going was how I felt. My energy level increased tremendously. My sinus problems went away, which was, I used to sleep with boxes of tissues, and I used to had bottles of Sudafed and Hisbanol and Claritin and everything that they would just be on my bedside table with the big ibuprofen bottles, and I was always popping those pills. I was also a very heavy coffee drinker and would sleep with a coffee pot in my bedroom, so it would turn on and I'd be able to crawl over to the coffee pot the first thing in the morning and get a cup of coffee. But after I changed, and I also had what I used to call the hungry horrors, that I would eat what I thought was enough food, but I was always hungry and searching through the cabinets, and I couldn't walk past chocolate without attacking it, So as time, after I changed my diet, all that went away. I stopped having cravings for food. I stopped, you can put a box of donuts there now and it won't faze me. It's just like it'll be part of the furniture. And my well-being was so much better. I had energy. I had my skin got clearer for the first time. My acne went away, which I was in my 40s and I still had acne. So it's just I've just recently turned 70, so I have still more energy. And as far as what I ate at the time, I followed the McDougall cookbook. I made the recipes and followed those. I did go into a period of time with doing the Boca burgers and the veggie hot dogs and those kinds of things, transitioning. My sister came out and she could not walk across the room without an inhaler. She had asthma and had many angioplasties, was always in the hospital. And she was stuck with me, so she ended up for 10 days having to eat what I was eating. And she went back home and found that her cholesterol had dropped 60 points, her blood pressure went to normal, and so it was a long journey for her. That's a different story. But she's doing very well now, 20-some years later. My daughter, at one point in time, as an adult, had come to live with me with her daughter. And I said, you can do whatever you like, but the baby has to be vegan. Knowing the baby was breastfed wasn't a big issue. So after a year, my daughter, who was quite overweight at the time, said, oh, I'll try your stupid diet. And so after just a few months, she very quickly dropped 60 pounds. She went back to school. She just blossomed as a person. And now she's a lovely professional woman, vegan, and with her daughter. So it was it was a good experience for her. She couldn't walk around the block before, and now she's works out with that PX, whatever. It's a choice. It's a lifestyle. It's not a prison. If I really wanted to taste something else, I will taste it. If somebody's got something out, you know, that they're saying, oh, try it. And I tell them I really don't want it, but maybe I'll taste the sauce to see what spices are in it and see if I can replicate it. But I don't know. I think people that eat the standard American diet just don't realize what they're missing. It's just a wonderful way to live, and I'm very thankful every day that I am vegan. I'm thankful to Dr. McDougall. He's a wonderful man.